So if you can hear me, let me know if you can see me as well. So grab a mat. And we will get started. Remember, if you're having any issues, pain, pressure, anything that's just like too much, don't force yourself through this workout. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, perfect. Glad you guys can hear me. So let's start with our warm-up. We're going to do some hip circles. So really pushing those hips out and around. Taking our time here, just getting lubricated. We might have been sitting for a couple of hours. So let's go ahead and just loose that area up. And then switch directions. Big, exaggerated circles. Feeling that stretch as you push the hips back into those glutes and those hamstrings. All right, and then after that, we'll do 5 squats. So coming down, chest is up, weight is in the heels, hips are going back. 3, breathing, 4, and 5. Nice job. And then we'll go ahead and do some butt kickers. So driving that heel to the glute, activating the hamstrings, getting the knee joints nice and moved up. All right, and then we're going to do some of these hamstring stretches as well. So we're going to stick the heel of that foot down, and we're just going to scoop our hands like we're picking up stuff and throwing it overhead. So pushing back the hips, breathing here. Really feeling that stretch in the hamstrings, getting them nice and warmed up. 1 more on each side. Awesome. And we'll start right back up from the beginning. So big hip circles here. Getting in control of your breathing now, so that as we progress into our workout, you can maintain that control of your breathing, controlling your body, switching directions. And then we'll go into our 5 squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Right into our butt kickers, driving the heel into the glute. Awesome job. And then we'll do our hamstring scoop. So pushing back with the hips, getting our balance, sticking that heel down to the ground, straightening that leg, just really feeling that stretch in the back. All right. If you guys need a little bit more warming up, you can go ahead and do a couple more rounds of that. Stop the video, come back to us when you're done. Otherwise, we're going to get started. So we're going to start. We're doing a lot of reps today. So if you want to grab some weights, you can, but don't grab anything too heavy. Everything we're doing is 15 reps or higher. So grab something light that you can maintain. We want to focus on form here, mind muscle connection. So our first movement is going to be a sumo squat. So our feet are going to be nice and wide. We want the feet, we don't want them all the way out where we can't have balance. We want them kind of at a 45-degree angle, but make sure that as we come down into that squat, our knees are pushing out and staying in line with our toes. So if you see the tendency for your knees to come in, then I would just turn your feet in just slightly. Make sure you're sitting back with those hips and driving up. So we want to keep that chest up. We want to push back with the hips, and we want to stay tight in our core as well. So we have 20 reps of that. We're going to do 3 rounds. And like I said, if you want to grab weights, you sure can. All right, and begin. So we're pushing back, trying to come to parallel. 1, 2, 3. This is not a race, guys. So 4, if you are feeling like you need to slow down and not work with my pace. 6, that's totally fine. Work where you are, still doing 20 reps. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, keep breathing, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Nice job. Shake those legs out. And if you absolutely need to break up these reps, try not to break them up into more than 2 sets of 10 to get through. So do 10, take, 2 or 3 good breaths, and then get right back into it. No longer than a 5 to 10 second rest in between your 20 that you're doing. In between each set, we're doing about a 30-second rest to recover because we want to be able to put out that same amount of effort as we did in the first set. All right, so spread those feet back out. We're going back in and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good job, guys. Keep pushing. 8, 9, 10, 11. Remember, push those knees out. 12, 13, 14. Keep going. We're almost there. 15, 16. Breath is key. 17, 18, 19, and 20. Good. Shake those legs out. You should already start to feel that burn. I feel like every day is leg day for me for some reason. Well, I guess it is because in order to get around for the majority of us, we have to use our legs. So every day is a good day, but this is specific. So we got about 15 seconds and we're going back into our last round, 20 reps. And like I said, if you are using weights, please don't go super heavy. You want to be able to get through these reps, not feeling like we're going to die. So use something light. All right, 3, 2, 1. Last 20 reps of these Sumo Squats. 1, 2. Remember to keep that core tight. 3, keep that chest up. 4, 5, sit back in those hips. 7, squeeze the glutes at the top. 8, 9, 10, squeeze. 11, good job, guys, keep it up. 12, 13, 14, 15, keep breathing. 16, 17, 18, almost there. 19, and 20. Nice work. Okay, so if you have a mat, go ahead and grab it. We're going to take it down. Grab a sip of water as well. So our next exercise is going to be donkey kicks. So nice tabletop position, fingers are spread. We're not slouching in our shoulders. We're actively pressing, opening up those shoulder blades. The core is tight, so we're not just like, contraction through everything. Even though just the legs are working, we want to still maintain stabilization and foundation through the rest of the body. So we're going to flex one foot. I'm starting with my right leg. We're going to keep a 90-degree bend, and we're just going to drive that heel up and then come back. So what I don't want you to do is to drive the heel up and then lose that tension in your back. We want to stay as flat as possible. So if going up higher means that your back arches, then you stop as soon as you feel your back start to arch, and then you come back down. So maintaining that angle, that 90-degree angle, and making sure that that back stays straight the entire time. So we have 15 reps on each leg. There's a lot of words. And begin. 1, driving that heel up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, drive that belly button into that spine. 7, 8, 9, 10, squeeze at the top. 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Nice job. Switching over to the other side. Flex that foot and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good job, guys. Keep it pressing. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, almost there, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Nice job. Release the legs. 30-second rest here. Deep breath. Recovering those legs so we can put that same amount of effort in for this next group. And we only have 2 sets of these guys. I forgot to mention that in the beginning. So this next round we do is our last one. All right, getting ready. Going back in. 3, 2, 1, and begin. 15 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good job. Keep pressing. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Good job. Switch legs. Inhale, exhale, and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep breathing. 5, 6, 7. Keep pressing, guys. 8. Doing a fantastic job. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Awesome job. Come on up. Move this out of the way. Legs should be feeling nice and hot right now. Next is going to be 20 reps of our calf raises. So feet are right under the hips. We're driving the tops of those feet up. So a lot of the times we drive up and we kind of splay our feet out to the side like that. But we want to stay active and press through all of our toes. So we're going to go straight up and then slow and controlled on the way down. What I don't want to see is just this kind of rocking momentum. We don't want to pick those toes up. We want to keep those toes planted, drive up with the heel, come down nice and controlled. So we got 20 reps. We got 3 rounds of that. If you'd like to grab weights for these, totally fine. Remember, just keep it light. All right? And begin. 1, 2. Fast up, slow down. 3. Turn to the side. 4, 5, 6, 7. Squeeze the core here. 8, 9, 10, feel the activation in those calf muscles. 11, 12, 13, as high as we can with those heels. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Good. Shake those legs out. All the way down from the Achilles, all the way up to the top of that calf. Should be feeling that nice strengthening being built in those muscles. Okay, get ready. We've got about 10 seconds and we're going back in for round 2. 3, 2, 1, and begin. 1, 2, big squeeze. 3, 4, 5, 6, good, keep breathing. 7, 8, 9, top of the feet going straight up. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, keep breathing. 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Shake those legs out. We got one more round of these. Remember, grab water whenever you need to, guys. Taking a deep breath, getting prepared. And we've got about 15 seconds going into our last set. Get ready. 3, 2, 1, and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Really feel that squeeze at the top. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep squeezing. 11, 12, 13. Awesome work. 14, 15, 16. Keep pushing. 17, 18, 19, and 20. Good. Shake those legs out. Awesome. All right, so next is going to be our lateral leg raise. So we're going to have a nice foundation in one leg. I'm starting with my right to lift. So nice foundation in that left leg. Don't lock that knee out. Just have a slight bend so that you're activated, pressing through all parts of your foot. And you're just going to stay nice and tall through the torso. Drive that leg up. Feel the side of that glute activate as soon as you lift that leg. Squeeze, and then come back down. If you'd like the challenge, keep the leg or the foot off of the ground the entire time. If you need to tap, that's totally okay. If you need to gently hold onto a wall to work on your balance, that's fine as well. So we're going to do 20 reps on one side and then 20 reps on the other side. Just trying to think, if you had a weight, then you'd hold on obviously the side that you don't want to lift that leg. But like I said, light for everything. All right, and let's begin 20 reps. 1, 2, stay tight in the core here. 3, your leg doesn't have to go all the way up to the heavens either, that's fine. 5, 6, right when you feel that squeeze, you can bring it back down. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, keep breathing, 12, 13, keep breathing, 14, 15, you're doing fantastic, 16, 17, 18, 19, last one on this side, and 20, good job, shake those legs out, deep breath, stabilize on the right now, slight bend in the knee, strong through all parts of the leg, and lift, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, try not to let that upper body lean over, 6, 7, 8, 9, good job guys, keep it up, 10, 11, 12, 13, keep going, got a couple more reps, 14, 15, 16, almost there, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Good. Shake those legs out. Ooh, feeling that. Let me grab some water. We have one more round of those. All right, we got about 15 seconds. We're going back up. Shake those legs out, whatever you need. You need to hit a couple of these. Sometimes this helps to loosen muscles or just mentally. Might not really be doing anything, but sometimes it helps me. All right, get ready. 3, 2, 1, and begin. 1, oof, immediately. 2, feeling that burn. 3, 4, 5, good. 6, 7, nice and tight in the core, guys. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, working on that balance too, 14, 15, 16, keep pressing up, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Whew. That foundation leg gets a lot of work too. That's why we stay active, slight bend, because that we're moving one leg, the other leg is doing some isometric. So we're getting dual work here. Going over to the other side, last 20 reps of these, and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, good, keep breathing. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, keep pressing guys, we're over halfway. 13, 14, 15, 16, keep breathing. 17, 18, 19, last one, and 20, good. Shake those legs out. Feel those hips on fire. Okay, so you guys recover here. Next, we're gonna go into one of my faves, glute bridges. Love these glute bridges. 1, because we get to lay down. That's always fun in the middle of the workout. But 2, because the hamstrings are one of the muscles that are definitely neglected. So this is a great way to just get that activation. Don't need any weights, just pure activation of the hamstrings and the glutes. So make sure that your feet are in line with your hips. So when you look to the side, you shouldn't see your feet. Your knees are in line with your ankles. Everything is just in line, geometrics. So if you do have a weight, you can put that low in your pelvis. Just make sure you hold it so as soon as you lift up, you're not letting it roll and smack you in the face. And we're driving through our heels, bringing our hips up as high as we can and squeezing those glutes at the top and then coming right back down. So maintain that activation in your core, squeezing through every part, your obliques, driving that belly button into the spine, especially as we lift up, just drive it even further, tuck that tailbone as we come up to help squeeze those glutes. All right, 20 reps, 3 sets of these, and drive up. 1, 2, 3, 4, big squeeze at the top. 5, drive into those heels. 6, 7, 8, try to keep those knees from going out. 9, keep them as close together as possible without touching. 10, 11, 12, good, keep breathing. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, squeeze the core, 18, 19, and 20. Nice job. Straighten out those legs. You can bop those knees a little bit. You can kind of windshield wiper the feet, opening up through the hips a bit. Grab a nice little 20 seconds of recovery here. Deep breath. If this is too easy, you can go ahead and grab a weight. Remember to just try to stay light. And light for legs is probably gonna be like maybe 10 pounds because legs are bigger. That's gonna be maybe, especially this since we're laying down, but just be mindful. If that's too heavy, if you feel at the 5th rep, you're like, oh my gosh, this is unbearable. Drop that weight. All right, and lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, keep breathing guys, you got this. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, keep pressing. 13, 14, feel those legs activate. 15, 16, 17, almost there. 18, 19, last one, and 20. Good job. Drop those legs, shake them out. We got one more round. You guys are doing fantastic. These are immediate. And I think I love the feeling of heat coming out of my muscles because I know that I'm working them. And even if you don't feel heat, that's totally fine. Even if you don't feel any soreness, that's fine. The soreness may not necessarily come, but that doesn't mean that you haven't put work in for your workout. So don't always necessarily go by soreness or feeling any discomfort or anything like that. As long as you're squeezing, you're activating the muscles. All right, last round of 20, and begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good, keep working. 9, 10, 11, 12, almost there. 13, 14, 15, a couple reps. 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Awesome job. Go ahead and bring those legs in, stretch out that lower back a bit, and then stretch those legs out. Good work. All right, standing all the way up. Gentle, roll that away. So now we're gonna do 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. First 30 seconds is gonna be regular squats. So feet hip to shoulder width distance apart, sitting back in those glutes, driving down to parallel, keeping the chest up, squeezing the glutes at the top. 30 seconds, you don't have to speed through. Find a pace that you can maintain through the whole 30 seconds. We'll take a 30-second break, and then we have alternating side lunges. So stepping that foot out, keeping the weight in your heel, driving through the heel to come up, keeping the knee stacked over the ankle as much as possible. And if those side lunges are not working for your knees or your hips or your balance, then you can just do another round of regular squats or sit down squats in a chair, bench, or something like that. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. 3, 2, 1, and begin, starting with our squats. No need to count here unless you want to, that's fine. Just make sure that we're keeping that chest up, the weight is in the heels, we're squeezing the glutes at the top. We're breathing, just kind of flushing the legs here. We're halfway through these, we got a 30-second recovery after this, so keep moving. Almost there, less than 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax the legs. Next is our alternating side lunge or another set of our regular squats. Shake it off, shake it off. All right, we got about 10 seconds, get ready. Last 30 seconds of work. 3, 2, 1, and begin. Nice and easy, we're staying in control. Remember, if this is too much for you, even if you're giving it a try and you want to just go into your regular squats, that's totally fine. Weight is in the heels, we're stepping gently, pushing the hips back and not bringing that knee forward. Think about sitting back just like a regular squat. Keep pushing, 5 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Nice job, shake those legs out. Awesome work today, guys. Let's go ahead and get into our stretch. In through your nose with a breath. Out through the mouth one more time. In through your nose, fill up. Out through your mouth, let's go ahead and grab our leg for a quad stretch. So if you need to hold on to something, that's fine. Bring that foot up. Knees in line, so we pull that knee back and then pull up with the hand and push out with the hip. Feeling that stretch in the quad. And gently just switch hands. So now you're doing a cross quad stretch. Same thing, keep the knees in line, push out with the hip. You'll feel the switch of the stretch. Our quad has 4 heads, hence it being called a quad. So different muscles that are in there, the different angles that you use to stretch your leg, works those different muscles. So there's a thing you know now. Stick that same foot out on the heel, and then just push back with the hips, feeling that nice deep stretch in that hamstring going down to that calf. Keep the back nice and straight. You can reach down for your toes if that feels comfortable. Just keep the back straight, neck is long. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. And then stepping up, switching to the other side for our quad stretch. So grabbing same hand, same foot, finding balance. Bring the knee back, push the hip out. And then slowly release that leg. Tap that heel and push back with the hips. And you might feel tighter on one side than another. That's totally okay. It's just something for you to keep in mind. And maybe spend a little bit more time in these stretches on whatever side is tighter so that you can kind of create some balance. And then come on up. Nice job. We're going to take our right leg over our left knee. So if you need, again, some balance work here, go ahead and grab a chair or wall. Just sit those hips down, opening up a little bit through the hip joint, stretching out a little bit more in that glute. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press up, switch to the other side. Left ankle over right knee, and swing back. As far as you need to when you feel the stretch, so don't overdo it. You can overstretch. Here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Spread those legs out nice and wide. Kind of camp the toes in and sit the hips back. We're at a flat back for right now. Just feeling that stretch along all parts of that upper thigh. And then come all the way down. Drop the head and the neck. Walk the hands over to the left leg. Breathe. Gently walk the hands over to the right leg. Breathe. And go ahead and walk the hands toward the middle. If you need to walk the feet in just a bit, that's fine. Bring the toes out. You can have a couple of levels here. So for a nice groin stretch, so you can have your hands here, pushing out your knees. You can also get a nice little spinal twist as you push out your hips. If you want, you can do elbows to thighs to push out those knees. You can sway here a little bit if you have that range of motion, or you can bring your feet in just a tad and come all the way down to a Yogi Squat. Prayer hands, pushing the elbows into the knees, keeping the back nice and straight. So plenty of levels to get that stretch that you desire in your hips and your groin. Here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice and easy. Plant the hands, bring the hips up, keep the head low. Walk the feet in, hip width distance or closer. Release that head again. One more stretch here for the lower back. And the back of the legs. Inhale and generously bend. Roll up nice and slow. Hands overhead for an inhale. And exhale. Awesome work today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope your legs are feeling nice and strong. Drink some water. Have a good one.